So, I wanted to make this video because I've seen some comments, some reviews by critics and some people that have a big following that there is a underlining meaning behind Rambo Last Blood, that it is racist and it is offensive towards women. Now, I'm going to debunk all this. I've seen Rambo Last Blood, I've got a review up, and I'm going to tell you and dismantle this, that it is not racist and that it is not offensive to women by any chance. It doesn't paint women in a bad light. So, let's get into the first one. So, people think Rambo Last Blood is racist because it shows the bad part of Mexico. Because the villains of the film are the Mexican cartel. So, they have a ring where they snatch and sell women. They drug them, put them into the prostitution, sex slavery ring that they own, and then they sell them off, and that's how they make their money. Now, they are the villains of the film. It just so happened that this is the way they went to go down. They wanted to do a Mexican cartel. Now, isn't the whole idea of a film like this to have the villains do unspeakable, terrible things that make you root for the hero and go, anything they're about to get is justified. It is justified. I take you back to John Wick. They are the Russian mobsters. They needed an idea, a way to get us as the audience on board with what John Wick was about to do to them. John Wick was about to straight up murder these fools. He was going to murder them, which is not good. However, what did they do? They got the villains to murder his puppy, to kill his puppy. Us as the viewers instantly went, you know what? Everything John Wick's about to do to you guys is justified. I don't care. John Wick, you do whatever you want to them. They are dog killers and everything. So, why can we do that? Same with Taken, the Taken franchise. It paints that the Europeans, some European countries, snatch girls and do it. This happens in the real world. Women are snatched all the time and they are treated like dirt, like they are just an object, and sold in prostitution rings and sex slavery. This happens in the world. This is realistic stuff. This is not made up fiction. This happens in the world, and in Taken they did that as well. And everything Liam Neeson did to him was justifiable because that we knew how bad they were, what they did. Rambo, how is it any different to those? There is good Mexican people. The lady that he's with, that he's living with, she is wonderful. She is a good person. The cop, or the other lady that helps Rambo out, she's Mexican. She's a good person. There are innocent people at the clubs. There is innocent people. You can't expect the filmmakers to move towards and show you Mexico, the good parts, when it's got no warrant to the story. That's not what this story is about. This is not what this movie is about. You need these villains that we hate. This happens in the real world, whether it's in Mexico, Europe, anywhere, in the United States, anywhere in the world. This happens. And that's why they're the villains of the film, for God's sakes. They are the villains. They're supposed to do bad things. I don't see how this is racist, because then John Wick's racist because they're Russian mobsters. Taken is also racist because it's Europeans. We've seen movies with Japanese, Chinese, all sorts of people. That's the idea of villains. They are supposed to be the bad people doing bad things. That doesn't mean they're racist. I just don't understand how people got it is racist. It is not racist, this movie. It is not. It is aimed for Rambo to be the hero of the film. That's what it's aimed. It just so happened that this story had to take place as that. Look at the first Rambo. The American cops were the bad people. Doesn't mean the cops in the real world are bad people. No, it doesn't. Not all cops in the world are evil people. It just was this particular movie, they happen to be the villains of the film. Doesn't mean all the cops are. No one said anything about that. So it's the same concept. I don't understand. It is not... Rambo Last Blood is not racist in any means. Now, yes, okay, so look. Moving to the next one is it offensive to women? No, because Women in this movie were snatched, put in, drugged, and used in sex slavery. That happens in the real world. That's a real world problem. How is that off? It's not offensive. I don't see how it is offensive. Because a woman saves Rambo's life, so obviously this movie doesn't hate women. If she saves his life, brings him back, nurtures him back to health, the other lady is fantastic. That just so happened, I don't know what people wanted. You needed something that Rambo had a tie to, and something terrible to happen in order for him to go in and just murder fools gruesomely. That's what it is. It's supposed to be that. And also people are saying, oh, it's bloody and gory and just over the top. It's a Rambo film. Like, what do you expect from a Rambo film? All the Rambos are like that. I mean, this is just, it just does my head in. Rambo is not racist and is not offensive to women. If you straight up don't like it and don't find it interesting or fun or entertaining, that's fine. That is fine. But to say it is racist, it is offensive to women, is just outrageous. Because it's not. It is not. There was women in the theatre with me when I was watching. They didn't have a problem with it. So I don't see how you can justify critiquing a movie with it being racist and offensive to women when it's not. It's not. They don't hate women in this film. It's just, that's what happens in the real world. That happened to be the plot of the movie, to get Rambo to murder these fools. It doesn't paint the Mexicans as bad. I know Mexican people. I've met Mexican people. They are not bad people. They are not all in the cartel, or not all of them do this stuff. This is just, this particular fictional characters do this stuff, and they happen to live in Mexico because that's where Rambo is. Rambo's right there on the border, and it just so happened that she had a Mexican parent and she wanted to go find her father and got caught up in all this stuff. That's what happens. So I don't see where this is all coming by, but I had to get that off my chest because it's all over the place. All over the place and everything. So Rambo Last Blood is not offensive to women and is not racist. It is an action film. Go in there and expect an action gory film, because that's what it is, and that's what Rambo is always been. It's been about the action and murdering fools. That's what it is. And yeah, so basically I'll see you guys in the next video. Have yourselves a lovely day.